What is up, guys? It's your boy Tiago. Welcome to the Man Cave. And I want to show you guys exactly what I picked up earlier from AmVets. Went in there. I tend to go there uh, maybe once every other week. I know that they have their policies basically on what they can put out and what they can't put out. Um, so I tend to go there like maybe once every couple of weeks. Went in there today, you know, happy as how I picked up some games. Um, Let me show you what I picked up, guys. We're going to start with the two that I actually didn't realize I actually picked up, which is the Assassin's Creed 3 for the PS3. Skyrim, excellent game. I love this game. I probably, where's my PS3 section? I probably got a ton of the Skyrims, but nevertheless, I still pick them up. It doesn't matter. I also picked up Tony Hawk's Underground. This one's actually going to be disc only because it has, bootleg on there, but it's got the disc. Love the Tony Hawk games, are pretty fun. All-Star Baseball 2003. Now, this one was for the GameCube. Very, very rare that I actually come across any games for the GameCube. When I noticed that it said GameCube on it, I picked it up right away. I don't really care that it's old, but the fact is, it's a great pickup for GameCube games. Xbox Music Mixer. Never seen this before, but it's going in the collection. You know what I mean? New Legends. I think that's pretty cool. Now, oddly enough, I've picked this game up now for the GameCube. I picked it up for the PS2, and now the Xbox. You know what I mean? I'm actually going to be setting up my Xbox in a new area in the man cave, just to be able to test these games out, because every game that I get, I do test them out. I don't just, grab them and throw them into my collection. They need to be tested and make sure they actually work. So The Incredibles, awesome game. You can never go wrong with Spider-Man. This is the Platinum Hits one. Oh, apparently this snuck in too. AC/DC Live for the Rock Band. Oh, and apparently a Wii game. Avatar, The Last Airbender. Bad sticker, but, nevertheless, good pickup. One of the games that I think is a seriously really good game is the NBA Ballers, and I was able to pick that up. Beautiful cases, guys, and that's what I love about when you go out there and you search for games and stuff like that. I always tend to search for games that look good, that the cases are in good shape. This gotta be in good shape, but I like to go there because the whole purpose of everything in there is they basically support the veterans here in the U.S., and I'm a big supporter of the vets, so I love shopping there. And there's no going in there and hey, like these douchebags that like to haggle everybody. But no, I don't do shit like that. So whatever the cost is what you pay. Obviously it goes to a good cause. I got the Chronicles of Narnia. The Fantastic Four. Again, beautiful cases, guys. Project Gotham. Here goes another one. That's a nice little banger, too. Platinum Hits The Streets Volume 2. Call of Duty 2. One of my favorite movies, as far as I've seen in that genre. The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. That's actually a cool ass cover art. And then The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. And keep in mind, guys, when you're out there, doing your game hunting and stuff like that, there's a lot of people that have sent me messages telling me, why am I going out there? Why do I buy what I buy? Why do I double up on games? Do I ever at any point say, hey, instead of paying $30, would you take 20? The reason why I do not do things like this is because it's not worth, going out there and haggling people for $10 or $15. Yeah, I mean, just to save a few bucks. I mean, I would rather just pay what's there, as long as it's within that fair price range, right? Obviously, I'm not going to spend $30 on a game that's worth $4. You know what I mean? But you it has to fall within that price range. I'll show you a couple more games too that I also ended up picking up. Okay, this is going to be for the Xbox One. Batman 3. Lego, always a hit, no matter what it is. Sonic Mania. The Marvel Superheroes. I think I got this one actually for the 360. This one I know I don't have, which is the Jurassic Park. That's got to actually be fun. I think all the Lego games are fun. You know what I mean? Baseball. So RBI Baseball, 2016. PES 2017 Pro Evolution Soccer. It's a lot of words. Just say 2017 soccer. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of words for that shit. One of my favorite games, Injustice. This is part 2. Connect Sports Rivals. I didn't even know they had that for the Xbox One. This is the Legendary Edition Destiny, the Taken King. Sunset Overdrive, another game. It's going to go into my collection. I don't have it. All but popular, you know what I mean? Rocket League. Even though I think the movie was stupid as hell. Minecraft. Family Fun Pack. 4 great games in one. FIFA 16. Much better. Did get a Xbox 360 2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil. Again, they stretched that name out. Let me see. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 10 for the 360 as well. Big Game Hunter 2012. And Dangerous Hunts 2009. 2009, right? 2009. And again, great pickups. You know what I mean? Nothing to complain about. Again, this is what I do, guys. Yeah, I mean, I think that people need to understand exactly why, it's important to, do good business. Make sure that you're working with everyone, no matter how it is. Fair pricing, everything, guys. Trust me, 100% trust me. If you're honest and you're transparent, things like this happen. You know what I mean? Believe it or not, this is close to about, and I have another 25, so about like 60 games I picked up today. Battlefront, another one. Madden 25 for the Xbox 360, another one. Which one's this one? Oh, that's another clear case. And, this one too. Mad Max. You know what I mean? These are all games, man, that, I've put a lot of time, into, talking to certain sellers, whether they're resellers or whether they're just people that have purchased stuff from me. You know, guys, when you go out hunting, it's all out there. It's all out there. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. Don't let everybody tell you that, you know, basically that the gaming industry is dead. Physical media is dead. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. You guys have been into the man cave. You know exactly what I have here. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've cleaned, tested, and played every one, and I'm talking about thousands of games, you know, and I've played them all. And for me, physical media is not dead. You know what I mean? I would rather have physical versus digital all day long. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was pretty much. Oh yeah, and I did pick up this over here. Now I tend to pick up collectibles from my other store that I have, but I did pick up this ugly cup here. That's actually pretty cool, but it's ugly as shit. But you know, still sealed. Again, what's the date on this? I don't see a date on it, but normally I would look for a date to see what the date on it is. But I don't see a date on it, but it's still ugly. You know what I mean? But for the Star Wars fans, it's out there. You know what I mean? And now that I see that, though, I will tell you this. I have talked to a guy who is actually a seller, but he sells vintage, like sports cards, wrestling, DC, Marvel, all that nonsense. And I'm actually in talks with him now to see if we can do sort of a trade. I'm interested in the DC and the Marvel stuff. Wrestling, it really, I don't know, it's a toss up of whether or not I'm going to be even, you know, interested in that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens then. You know what I mean? You know, guys, as always, thank you for stopping by. Don't forget, guys, like, share, subscribe to videos, guys. Make you guys, just make sure that you guys know that the more that, you know, people subscribe, the more that people see this channel, the more I'm able to do the things that I want to do. I have already set up basically I guess you could say like a little list of giveaways that I want to do. And the giveaways that I want to do is going to go anywhere from games to consoles, from consoles to accessories, from accessories to, you know, collectibles. And then pretty much, you know, for every, you know, I'll say 100th subscriber, they'll be able to, you know, win whatever is available at that point. But, you know, it allows me to do these things, guys. So, you know, I put it out there, guys. Share these videos. Make sure you like. Make sure you know, comment if you need to comment. No negativity. I will not respond to negativity, guys. Let's be positive. Let's, you know, bump each other up instead of put each other down. You know what I mean? And keep in mind, guys, you know, again, you know, I'm not trying to bring content that everyone else is doing. I'm not trying to do all that nasty, crazy, and all that bullshit. You know, you're not going to see me, you know, throwing on a clown outfit and acting like a clown. I'm not going to do it. But, you know, what I want you to do is to be able to come into my living space, my man cave, you know, and go on a journey that I'm going on, you know, collecting and doing all these other stuff. And, you know, keep in mind, guys, you know, that's just sort of like the community I want to build. I want to build something completely different. You know what I mean? Also, don't forget, go check out my store, Tiago's Gamers Club. You're going to probably see most of the games that I have because I have doubles of everything. You'll see a bunch of games on there, you know, great prices, you know what I mean? And there's always, you know, if there's a price on there that you guys are not feeling or something like that, you know, you guys shoot me a message, I bring it down. You know, prices are always negotiable. Yeah, I mean, and, you know, as always, guys, be kind, love, respect for one another. Guys, you know that in this world we need that, you know, big time, big time. You know what I mean? And you know, and last but not least, remember, guys, don't give up on your goals. Don't allow the negativity to hold you down whenever that ever happens. Don't forget to put that, you know, ball it up in your hands, bro. Put that shit in the hands of God, because God is good, guys. God is good. And I mean, and don't forget, guys, as always, keep your game on.